Welcome everybody to How Fast Will It Go, and today we're dealing with a 2010 Noble M600. Now this has 985 horsepower, 808 pounds-feet of torque from a 5 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, and the car itself weighs 2,487 pounds, and it can do 0 to 60 in 2.803 seconds and 0 to 100 in 5.548 seconds. So yeah, I'm going to see with this car whether or not a slightly older British supercar can do pretty well, because obviously the Aston Martin from the previous episode, despite being quite modern and weighing very little in the way of weight and having way more power than it had originally, only managed 250 miles an hour. Now this doesn't have as much power as that Aston Martin. It's 105 horsepower less and yeah, 28 pounds-feet of torque less, but this does weigh a significant amount less. It weighs 503 pounds less, and even though it doesn't have the acceleration of that car because this only has rear-wheel drive, I feel like the lack of weight and the fact that this is older, so it's a bit more basic, it's not got such a complicated gearbox, will help it, quite frankly, because as we've seen with previous cars, the older the car, usually it's it's faster than more modern cars. The only one that's really not been that kind of thing is the Austin-Healey and the Aero Supersports, but I think in the case of the Austin it was purely because of how old it was, and in the case of the Morgan it was because it was uncontrollable. It wasn't really down to the gearboxes in those cases. So yeah, let's see what this Noble can do. Now this was hardly a slouch in its original form. It could do, I think, about 220 originally. So yeah, to ask for it to get any more than that, 240, 250 shouldn't be too much of a hassle, especially considering, you know, it's got more power than it had originally. It's got more than 300 horsepower extra, and it weighs less. So yeah, it's only really gonna come down to controllability, and yeah, obviously you're asking a lot from it. So with it still being rear-wheel drive, but I hope that will not hinder it. So yeah, that's 230 already. Yeah, it's my reaction times that are playing havoc with me, really, more than anything. There's 245, beating the Aston Martin from the previous episode. Come on, we're just going to thread the needle. There's 260, 262. Oh dear, these barriers that screw you around. Seem to suck you into the middle of them and then you can't get out of them either way. 262 is not bad for our first, you know, kind of run of this. That's certainly a lot faster than the Aston Martin from the previous episode. 262 is all we're going to get on that first run on that side of the motorway, so let's get around this roundabout and see what we can do on the other side. Hopefully we'll run into less cars this time now. Yeah. That's the problem with us going this way, is this corner. You have to be pretty much turning before you even get there. And when you do that as well, you still crash. But we've held most of the speed that we gained there. So hopefully we can use it on this more straight part. On. Oh damn, if we don't hit that wall we might be able to get it as quick as we thought. No, it's 262 is all we're going to get. Again, like previous episodes, might have got a little bit more than that, but 262 is what I saw. So going off that, that is our 5th fastest. It's 1 mile an hour quicker than the Eagle Speedster. It's 3 mile an hour quicker than the Aston Martin DB10, and it's 12 mile an hour faster than the Aston Martin Vantage from the previous episode, and yeah, far faster than the Morgan Aero Supersports and Austin-Healey. But it is 1 mile an hour behind the TVR Cerbera, and yeah, 4 mile an hour behind the Nissan R390, and a massive 9 mile an hour slower than the Hot Wheels twin mill. But that is still really rather good, especially from a car post 2010, because as you can see by the leaderboard, 2010 and newer cars generally don't do all that well. But yeah, I'm really rather impressed by this. No doubt it can probably go quicker than that, but considering we have to deal with traffic and corners and stuff like that, we don't have just an easy arrow straight part of the map without any traffic to deal with. That is still really rather good, especially considering it's only rear wheel drive, and yeah, doesn't have even 1,000 horsepower. So yeah, really impressed by it, and yeah, I really like this car and even its stock form, so I'm really pleased that it's done as well as it has done, and it certainly has made up for the Aston Martin from the previous episode, which was quite a disappointment. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.